I'm live, as the title says, a Q&A with me after work. So I did put a post up just before, just to say if anybody had any questions. So that was an hour or so ago. And look, if nobody comes on, so be it. But I actually got home from work and there's a package there for me, which I've sort of opened and realised what it is. And I thought, perfect to get it all on camera. So I'm downstairs in my little, I don't know what I call it, a den, but I don't know, my home basically. So there's nobody watching at the moment, but pretty much I'm just here to answer any questions anybody has. It's what time is it at night? 8 o'clock ish, quarter past eight at night, and just sort of finished work and got home. And like I said, thanks for the thumbs up. 7 people watching. One thumb up. If we could have 7 or get 11, can we get 10 thumbs up? Let's do that. And if you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then also beside the subscribe button, there's a little bell notification. Click that one there, and then you'll be able to get notifications every time we upload something, which is, I don't know. I would like to do it every day again, but it's just very hard to do videos sort of for every day. But certainly would do at least 10 videos a fortnight, something like that. But either way, thanks for the likes. It's 6 out of 10. But questions, I'd be very happy for some questions. I've got Robert Allen there. Good morning from Scotland. What time, Robert, is it over in Scotland? And JD, old Tammy Tide. Tammy Tide, how are you, sir? How are those new wedges? How's the new clubs? But anyway, while people start coming in on here, like I said, I did get a package which I was not expecting anything, and like I said, I started to open it. As you can sort of see there, I saw what that was. 10 a.m. Well, good morning, Robert. So I saw that there, and I was like, I know what that is. I better don't give away my secrets. Yes, sorry, Tammy. So anyway, I saw that, and I was like, well, got to open it on camera, but literally this was just going to be a question thing. So if there's any questions, we're 2.5 minutes in, ask some questions. And I'm going to show you what this is. So people who have watched the channel, or at least the course vlogs over the last 6 to 8 months, 9 months, they've seen the shoes that I've been wearing. They're not the most amazing color, in my opinion, but they work really well. So look, I've got them at the front door. So just give us a sec. I'm going to come back and I'll show you what they are. Sorry to be off camera. So it's these bad boys right here. Sorry. Oh, I'm back. So it's these shoes here. So if you haven't seen these before, these are the True Linkwear OG Premiums. Now, yes, they have been through the wars. Now, I wear these things every single day, apart from the weekend, or my weekend, which isn't actually the weekend. But full leather, amazing leather, no drop there. Anyway, look, you can read the technology up on the True Linkswear website. Like at the end of the day, Guy Roberts ripped to the work boots. Hey, come on, Guy. These things are my Timberlands. No, I'm just joking. Look, they do look like work boots. Like I said, the colour's probably not my favourite colour. If they were darker or black, I would be very, very happy to wear them all the time. But as you can see, there's some solvent and some oil and stuff. There's a little bit of grease from the workshop. These things have been flogged. Like I said, I wear them, 5 days, 6 days a week. Every day, and these things have been the most comfortable pair of shoes I've worn, right? So I've had a pair of Echoes before this, which I love. The only negative is that they're probably a little bit narrow for me. Like as you can see on the box there, I'm only about a 10 and a half, but which is Aussie, which is what, 43, 44 euro. But I've got very, very wide foot, and this whole toe section here of the OGs are extremely wide. So that's why they're the most comfy things I've ever put on. But also, there is elephants upstairs, I tell you what. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's almost two separate parts of a shoe. So you've got this whole section where your foot goes, which goes all the way down. It's all stitched in. So the only way water can actually get into this shoe is actually over the tops of the shoe. So I've had, when I caddied for Jake at Mount Coolum, it was wet. It was very wet. So his water was going all the way up to the top part of the shoe just here, and it was perfectly fine. It didn't get wet at all. So that's one thing that I really, really enjoy about them. But like I said, they're the OG premiums. All right. So that's what I wear every day, and they could be about to change just because I haven't opened these yet. I opened the box and, like I said, I realized what they were. All right, before I keep going, let's have a bit of a talk about some questions, if there is any. I live in Staines in England. You are amazing, you and Richo. Thank you, Wayne Moles. That is exactly how you spell my last name. I don't know what relevance my last name has for Staines over in England, but I remember Ali G being in West Side Staines, so there you go. That's the first time I'd heard of Staines as in a suburb or a place. So there you go. It's very interesting. Streety was just up your way, and courses. Streety, where did you play? Sorry, mate. Was just up your way. Courses were awesome. Streety, what courses did you play? Let me know. G'day, Steve Don. How are you? Keith Harding, did you win on the Melbourne Cup? I didn't put a bet on the Melbourne Cup this year. Last year I had a win. I put 2 bets on last year and won sort of $110. I only put $10 in the 2 horses and got up, but didn't bother this year. I could not pick one, and Bound to Cloud, I wasn't even looking at it, so not a chance. Wayne, we have you versus Jimmy matchup. We've been talking about it for a while. Yes, we should do a vlog between me and James. The issue is, James is a much better golfer than me, and I've beaten basically. No. I've played James a couple of times. Very good golfer. For me, I'd have to play near my best to have a sniff, right? So, especially around the greens. For me, if I'm hitting the ball good and I'm on the green, life's good. It doesn't worry me whatsoever. So as I start missing greens, that's when it becomes a little bit hard. So we got 22 people plus watching. Can we get that thumbs up maybe to 15? That'd be really, really nice. So everybody watching, just push that thumbs up. That'd be great. And we've got a couple more questions. Yes, Wayne, we'll definitely have to. Thank you, guys. That's up to 12. Alan, I'm interested to know how tall you are and how much do you weigh? I can't pronounce that name, sorry. Sigderson. Sorry, I'm butchering that. Absolutely butchering that. How tall am I? So 6'1", just over 6'1". In kilos previous to sort of my weight loss, I was 113 kilos. I'm sort of 91 kilos now. So yes, that's where I'm at. And Richo and I actually, Richo sent me a message right now, which I can see there. My BMI, my body mass index, is like 24.6, which makes me obese. So before I lost 20 kilos, I was morbidly obese based on BMI, which is height divided by weight. I believe that's what it is. But anyway, have a bit of a look at that. Thank you for the question there. The Glade, Sanctuary Cove, Hope Island, Palm Meadows, Royal Pines for Streety. Streety, if you could tell me in order which is your favourite, because I would probably have to say Palm Meadows is up there for me, but it all depends. So let me know. Gino Tone, how satisfying is club fitting as a profession? Very. That's the short answer. For me, I always wanted to be a school teacher, and so sort of for me, being a pro, so I started golf late. I was sort of 18 when I started golf, or pretty much 18, and sort of took it up then. And then I always sort of want to be a school teacher. Actually, astronaut and fighter pilot, they were my jobs that I always wanted to do. And then I wanted to be a personal trainer straight out of school. I'd done everything to do that. Done it for about 6 months and didn't like it as much as I thought. But again, something on the teaching side of things I've always sort of been interested in. So that's pretty much where I've been, or at least headed to. And then of course done a traineeship and done all that. And then like coaching, but as in teaching, but I'd rather fitting. It's a little bit more technical. Teaching certainly goes hand in hand with fitting, but more than anything, I just enjoy seeing improvements without changing a huge amount of swing, which technique is always going to override a fit or the clubs. So it goes hand in hand. Like I said, you have to be good at least both. But the fitting side of things, I like technical stuff. Technology is nice to muck around with, so that's always good fun. But I will say that my best fitting experience, I gained a guy 100 meters with driver 2 or 3 months ago, which was really, really nice. But that was a technique change. And then after we changed a little bit of technique and mucked around with some numbers, I then gave him 25. So that's still very, very good. It's as close as I'm going to get to maybe one of the better fits around for myself. I'm going to come back to these other questions just so I can get to show you these shoes. So thank you, Gino Tone. So Steve Don is the next one. I'll leave it there. Cool. There we go. That's what it is. Let's open the box. There you go. Enjoy the walk. So yes, I do enjoy the walk, and that's why I'm extremely pumped. So it says, for anybody who didn't read it, it's the original 10 years, 10 and a half. Anyway, let's get into it. Look, it's very pretty. I don't know how it's going to show up in the box, but look at that. There's the note there, but it looks a bit. Look, the guys here in Australia have sent us stuff in the past, the Asher golf gloves, which are brilliant. Oxblood, that's what we're sort of going on about. Oxblood, Richo using, they last forever. So that's sort of one thing. You know, the colours for me are a little bit out there, but you can get more normal gloves instead of your Moroni red glove as well. So letter, I love that. Thank you very much to Mark from Jack Oliver, who distributes this here. So, hey, Alan and Richo, I hope you're well. Loving what you guys are doing in Queensland for golf. We know that you love your OGs so much, so why not have a crack at the OG X10. Sorry, we couldn't get Richo up here. Love to hear what you think. All the best in 2020. If you fellas are ever down this way, I'd love to catch up. Mark, thank you very much. Yes, we're looking at maybe trying to do President's Cup because we have a potential chat with Barney Adams. So, look, that's all hooked up. We just need to do it, right? So this is going to be a tough one. If you're watching, Richo, yeah, let's talk. Because we want to set this podcast up as well. There's a lot sort of going on and sort of how we're going to do it, but let's work it out. But anyway, we've got an interview with Barney Adams, who is the founder of Adams Golf and Stability Shaft and all that sort of stuff. So we've got sort of him lined up. It's just whether we can get down to Melbourne to do something. Again, money really just comes down to money, and we've got sort of a little bit in the kitty sort of thrown away, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. It's definitely going to be enough for that. So if we can crash on couches, whoever's down in Victoria, we might hit you up. But anyway, take the shoes. So there you go. That is the beast. That is exactly the same pair of shoes, of course. And I think it's actually, Softy would love this. I believe that is vegan leather. And I only read up on it today. Not because I knew I was getting these, it was only because it popped up an ad or it popped up with the Asher Golf guys, and I thought I'd better check it out. So that is more than likely going to be the shoe that I'm going to be wearing for now. Like I said, the OG Premium stuff, like I said, best shoes by far that I've ever worn. Golf and non-golf, the color was probably the lacking thing in my opinion. So yes, that's going to certainly go better with stuff that I'm going to be wearing. But I'm going to be wearing them as of tomorrow. So thank you, Mark. Thanks to guys, Jack Oliver. Thank you to True Linkwear. Guys have always supported us, and look. If we can get any sales for them, well then that's brilliant. But the big thing for me is everything that we sort of have on this channel, you know, stuff like these, we don't necessarily go asking people. I mean, we certainly go asking brands if we can test some stuff, and we would send a decent amount of stuff to put out there. We also get contacted to put a lot of other stuff out there. And I was only saying it to Richo yesterday about certain products that we've been asked to test or at least put on the channel and put out there. I don't want to put stuff out there that I don't like or Richard doesn't like or we don't sort of already use. You know what I mean? There's no point in putting something out there that you're not into or 100% into or believe in, because then it just seems like an advertisement. And I'm sure it seems like an advertisement that I've just got these here, but literally they turned up today, had no idea. The boys did not contact me, and here they are, right? I have worn those things for last 9 or so months and they've been perfect. So I'm more than happy to wear them. The color looks a little bit better in my opinion. They will be exactly the same as them. They'll last just as long, maybe even longer. But of course I'm gonna have to keep them a little cleaner because of the white on it. So anyway, look guys, I'm a massive fan of everything we have on the channel. So every time we say go check something out or potentially give an endorsement for, we get nothing for it. It's more that we enjoy that. That's why Wilson contacted us about something or other with a D7 from a while ago we put out there, and the video title was the most underrated driver. So go check that out if you can. I don't know what corner, this corner or this corner. I don't know. Oh, this is a live video. What am I talking about? The D7 driver says that is it the most underrated driver on the market, and I think it's got to be bloody close. Like we did say that at the time. It's probably for under 400 Australian dollars. It is the best performing driver on the market for the price. Does it mean it's the best driver overall? Maybe not. But certainly very low spinning, has carbon, the whole works and jerks, feels good, looks good. The only thing is not adjustable. So yeah, go check out the D7 driver if you haven't already. Speaking about product, there's plenty more coming. There's new Callaway stuff, new Taylor stuff. Yep, stuff. It's all happening. I don't have it here. I can't show you, of course, until afterwards, after the embargo. So we're going to do some stuff when we can over the next couple of weeks for the new Callaway stuff, Tammy, and also the new TaylorMade stuff. So anyway, you'll see that when the embargo comes off. What do we got here? Let's go back to some questions. Steve Don. What do we got? Steve Don might be playing somewhere in Brisbane early December. Where would you recommend? Steve, just check out all the vlogs from the channel and you make up your mind. So it depends on how much you want to spend. It depends on if you like a country feel, if you want sort of pristine condition, because we're in a drought. Like we certainly haven't had a huge amount of rain, and even that bit of rain we have had has brightened things up a little bit, but it's not as green as it could be, right? So we certainly need more rain. If you wanted just a basic golf course around Redcliffe, I would say is very difficult to go past. And again, it depends on where you are, right? Redcliffe, if you get out there, would be amazing. If you get up to Pacific Harbour, that'd be brilliant. Anywhere up the coast, practically anywhere down the coast. Again, it all depends on what you want to spend, mate. But there's so many good golf courses. Like every golf course is mint, right? So every golf course is mint. We played McLeod the other day, actually, for the first time. So that's the first time we had a hit in like 3 weeks. McLeod, I haven't been there for years. It's a tight little golf course, lots of undulation. There's left and right holes, there's uphill and downhill and tough par threes. Like it's a great golf course. Again, it's just a members golf course, and condition, how good is it? Well, it's decent. It isn't as good a nick as it can be. It's just with more rain becomes better condition. So if we had heaps of rain, it'd be amazing. It's just the place where we live, right? So that's just how it is. But Steve, yeah, anywhere. But give us a shout, mate. We'll sort something out and see if have a chat about where you're going to stay, and we'll sort of point you in the right direction. Wayne Moulds, thank you for all of what you and Richard do. What's coming up soon? Can't wait. Like I said, we've got McLeod coming up. We're trying to sort out Noosa Springs, like that's 100% to sort out, but we're trying to get Victoria Fricko out. So Victoria Fricko, she is Victoria Golf on Instagram. She's over in Dubai and over that way at the moment. So she's gallivanting around a little bit. So we'll try to get her on because she is a member up there. And if not, we'll get maybe Riley Martin on. So he's from up the coast and a pro up the coast. So we're going to try to do that, which then means we should be able to get Hope Island done as well. We're looking at going down to the PGA again, so down to Raw Pines. Richo and I over the last couple of years we've played the week of or the week before down there at RSCV Raw Pines, and it's always magic. Like, it's one of my favorite tracks down there. It's probably just not the course that I'd recommend for everybody, right? So it's a tough golf course. The greens are tough, the undulations are tough. You start missing greens and stuff out there. It's just it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But we're trying to sort this podcast out as well. So I don't know how we're going to go about it. We're looking at maybe hiring a studio and getting a few done. But depends on if we go to the Mel. You know what I mean. We're trying to sort stuff out. So the podcast we can do in many different ways. We want to film it. So that's a big one. We certainly want to film it. But we also want to get it out there. So Monday shows we could turn into a podcast, but we want a separate sort of podcast as well. And we're revving Richo up as well for Richo's rant. So tiny houses, it's definitely going to be coming back. It just maybe not just yet. So Richo, I think his message says, I'm looking at it right now. It says here, I'm going to protest about horse racing. I said you would, and he goes, big thumbs up. So yes, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and that's where I think the podcast is going to be a bit of fun. And again, if we do call it 2OB, Two Ordinary Blokes, then look, it's just gonna be a chat show basically, and potentially have a guest or two here and there, or a guest a week, or a guest every podcast. Sort of who are we? I think that's sort of what people want to maybe go back to those places. Where did we grow up? All that sort of stuff. Influences in life and golf. But 2OB, I think, is going to be very open. Golf related, but not wholly and solely golf. Because the stuff we talk about in the golf course is very rarely just golf. We have our own lives. I've got 2 kids. Richo's got 10. We're all different. And this is the beauty of what golf can do, right? We can all get out there and we can all play golf. We can all have our own lives. Somebody can be a millionaire. Somebody could be on the bare bones of their ass, and they can play in the same group and enjoy golf just as much as one another. So it brings, I love golf. If you don't already know. What do we got here? We got there. Ethan, is it Ethan Russ? Have you played any golf anywhere in the northeast Melbourne? Recommend Taguna. Okay, that sounds good. Look, we want to, but northeast, no, we sort of haven't. I mean, furthest north is Medway, and that's west. So no. Well, actually, no, Shepparton. I think I played in Shepparton once. so that was all right, near Puckapunyal. It was all right. It's good fun. Like, any golf to me is brilliant. David Miller, have you tried Ben Hogan range? Is there anywhere in Australia to get the fit online? Yes, the old Ben Hogan Apexes I tried when Callaway had them. I think Champion Sport here in Australia were distributing for a little bit, but very hard to get a hand on. In Australia, the Ben Hogan stuff's very difficult, like the PTX and the FTX or something like that, the Fort Worth. I like the idea, but over in Australia, it's just very, very difficult. And saying that there's plenty of brands elsewhere, like the UK, Alex Orca I've spoken to, or Alex from Orca Golf. I would love to get some Orca stuff to muck around with, but I know logistically it's hard because Australia's so far away, and of course sending irons over here, it's difficult and expensive. So I wouldn't expect a company or somebody like Alex to sort of send the stuff over, right? It's $100 or more to get the stuff sent over to here just for us to do a review of, right? And then we've got to send them back potentially, which is then another. So it just logistically, it's a lot of money for nothing, even though I would love to have a hit of them because they sound very, very good. Matt M, what vlogs are coming up? Where are you playing? Are the coming weeks? Like I said, Ashgrove, McLeod, Raw Pines potentially, and really and truly, I would like to get up to Bargara. Again, we need to do that. It's just trying to find weekends that we can get away. Like, that's probably the big thing because I work at least Saturdays. So that'd be really nice to be able to get up there and do Bargara, Rocky, Coral Cove, all that. And then also the other way, Byron Bay, Ocean Shores, somewhere else down there. Ballina, potentially. So definitely want to get down there. But seriously, if I could take a couple of weeks off, it'll be driving from here straight down to Sydney and Melbourne. And then playing courses every day going down there. That'd be perfect. If we could take some time off, JD, they are dope. Yes, they are, mate. And I think what JD, who is Tammy Toado, they are dope, mate. That is for those bad boys. So the True Linkswear OG X 10-year, just, yep. Said, same as the ones I got. Oops, I'll grab them again. Same as the ones I got, just a different color. So very, 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 very impressive. Very impressive. So if they're anything like that, they're going to be bloody perfect. Again, thank you guys. Thank you. What do we got here? What is coming up? Best to sort your swing out before getting a fitting. Keith Harding says. Keith, it goes two ways, right? So I could fit you to stop, right? You could also change a swing to fix those certain shots. I look at, from a fitting point of view, where you should be heading and not where you are right now necessarily. So it's the same as Richo, right? His new irons, we went to standard, and then I bent them 2 degrees up, which is still 3 degrees away from where he was before, right? So we've gone a little bit up because his mishits were way in the toe, and of course we know he gets up on his toes and he gets a real high handle, and there's a whole lot going on there. But Richo doesn't play much. Like I said, we filmed McLeod Monday just gone, and that was the first time in 3 weeks I had a hit. I probably hit 20 balls at work, and that's it. So no, I don't play much. Richo plays a little bit more than me, but not much. So if he plays once a week, he's doing well. It's more like once a fortnight. So we just don't practice. It's that simple. And if he was to practice more, then maybe we could muck around with a little bit. But from a fitting for me, club head speed and the way you load the golf club, you're certainly not going to change that a huge amount. Yes, club path deliveries can change. So then lie angles can change a little bit, but the beauty of most clubs is that they can be then adjusted. Most people way up. I very rarely go more than 2 upright, and depending on who it is, if they're going to get work, you wouldn't go way upright or even much unless they're quite tall. You need to deliver it that way. But again, you still look at a swing. A swing is all unique. You need to take every individual. But you're 100% right, Keith, that hitting a golf ball with perfect technique will always win, basically. Wayne Molds is watching the Turkish Open while watching you. Well, thank you. Hopefully two great things. Turkish Open. Who's your pick for Turkish Open? Everybody watching here, please. Who is your pick for Turkish Open? Justin Rose is probably going to be all right. Glades was my pick on the go. Streety. The Glades was the pick. So the Glades was looking good. I haven't been down there for a couple of years. We do need to do the Glades. It's just when we get out there and do it. Again, lots of different places we can go. It's just we need to get there. Cool. But Streety, yes, Glades is very good. Cheers, Steve Don. Yes, contact us. We'll sort it out. Woden of Angles, the most underrated golf course you guys play. I liked Headland. Yes, Headland's very good. It's a bit tricky. It's long enough. You know, I just like golf courses with variety. You know, for me, it's somewhere like City Golf Club in Toowoomba. Great golf course, but it's too same, right? You got the first hole which sort of sneaks down there, then it's uphill, then it's up and back. So for me, I don't like up and back. Virginia's pretty much up and back. Most underrated golf course. Like I think Houston for me is pretty close to one of the most underrated courses. Like $18 for 18 holes or 22 on the weekend or something like that. It's stupid. For 27 holes, it's great. Some really tough holes, some really easy holes, some holes that you could get away with hitting ranked tee shots and find other fairways, and other ones where you're finding houses. There's water. I think there's so much variety at Houston. Long par 3, short par 3s. downhill left to right, level left to right, right to left. You know, long par five, short par. Variety for me is key. And that's what makes a golf course for me is variety. And then of course the people you play with, and then of course the people you meet out there. You know, at the end of the day, it's about the people. Like that's what makes it. And I think the best experience that we've had. I don't know if we've said it, but I'm sure we've had. Was Spring Valley for us, and I would hope Richo would concur, and Softy and Chris Adams would concur as well. Spring Valley was the best golfing experience by no, by none. Barnbougle was good, but Spring Valley was just the four of us. It was the day before the Australian Amateur at Spring Valley. We done the drone footage, and if you went back and looked at it, you'll see some people around, and they were guys finishing a practice round. When we get off at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, the golf course was ours. There was only 4 people on the golf course, and it was us. None of us had played it before. It was magic. And of course, we took a while to play because we were so in awe. And Randall, who's not there anymore, but Randall was a superstar. He hung around. We had a chat afterwards. It was, it was heaven. Like, it was as golfing heaven as it can get. So if you go back and watch that, like, to me, Spring Valley was the best golfing experience by miles. Not by miles, but none of us had played it. We were all seeing it for the first time. The conditions were perfect. Sun was going down, daylight savings. We were down there for the tailor-made thing. So the whole sort of experience of being away was just, again, it was magical. It was magical. It was absolutely magic. Jackson Jones, hey Al, that last Mount Warren vlog with Tanner and you boys was great. Mate, Tanner was a great fella. Bill as well, Bill Davis. I actually saw him again yesterday, coming to work yesterday with his son Nathan. So g'day guys, thanks for coming and saying g'day again. Tanner's a good fella. We might have to get him out again at another place because he was a member at Emerald Lake. So maybe if we get down there, or even Gainsborough Greens, we might try to get him in one of them. So Tanner's a good fella, and again, there's so many trainees and PGA pros that we would like to get out. Because you hopefully in the area get to see these guys, you know, and say, "G'day, I saw you guys on Aussie Golf Review. You were great." But the beauty is everybody that you see the way they are on camera, maybe not all of them to begin with, because it's the camera in their face is new. As the round goes on, you get to see who the people really are. What we are on camera is what we are off camera, practically. I swear a lot more than what I do on camera, but I know that there's certain people watching, and I have the respect to not offend other people. And that's where the podcast might be different. We're not that we just go out of our way to swear or say things, but I think the podcast is going to be a bit more like what we say is what we say, without sort of self-censoring ourselves a little bit. So you get to see us more and more. But this is me now. I swear a little bit, but not a huge amount. Like, at the end of the day, guys, swearing can be left for certain times, right? There's with your mates or in certain situations that you know certain people find certain words, terms of endearment. It's all a bit of good fun. It's all a bit of good fun. I know I'm rambling, but I love talking to you guys. See, that's why the job. Actually, we'll sort of go back. People are saying, like, why do you want to be a teacher? Why do you enjoy doing this? Why do you like the YouTube stuff? So, for me, I studied a lot as a kid, and I still do a little bit sometimes. But the reason I like the jobs that I do, so as in teaching or sort of being up front, or at least, you know, putting across information, is because I find it uncomfortable. I like it, but I find it uncomfortable. Even talking about it, I find it uncomfortable. I can feel my ears getting red. I stutter a bit, and so me doing this, I almost have to think about my words a lot more. So for me, it's more about trying to be uncomfortable so that I can potentially get better and better and better and better. So that's why I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy passing on information I've learned over the years to people, and I don't shut up. That's the issue. Sometimes I'll come home and I can't talk very well because I enjoy giving as much information as possible to different people. Why? Because the more information you have, the more information that you can then pass on, but also the fact that you understand it more. So that's why I enjoy what I'm doing. And then, of course, you guys watching, if you guys enjoy that, then that's great too. And if you don't, that's okay as well. But I enjoy this, regardless of one person watching or 16 right as we speak. I don't mind. The channel started off with bugger all, and it's got to start somewhere. But I enjoy doing this, even if it was to 0 people. I would enjoy doing it just as much. Of course, more people watching, I know I'm passing off my information more. So yes, it's better, but it's not the end of the world. I still enjoy just talking, giving as much information as possible. Jackson Free coming back to Toowoomba anytime soon. Jackson, nothing has been organised, but it's been a couple of years since we've been to City, and definitely a couple of years since we've been to Middle Ridge. So I spoke to a Middle Ridge member the other day who I fitted, John Coates. He won't be watching, so what am I saying anything for? But Middle Ridge is one of my favourite tracks. Like, it's, I think, the second oldest in Queensland. It has some variety. It's easily the best up in Toowoomba, sorry. So it's easily the best in Toowoomba. City's great, and I know they hold the PGA there. But I think Middle Ridge, again, it's variety. It's quite tight in spots. There's left and rights, right to lefts. There's uphill elevations. There's down, like, again, yeah, Middle Ridge. Middle Ridge is brilliant. So if we do go anywhere, it'll be Middle Ridge, I reckon, mate. Tyrrell Hatton or Patrick Reed, Wayne Mould says. Car vlog. Go Rory. Yes, Jackson Jones. Carbrook. It's been a while since Carbrook, and if we do get back out to Carbrook, we'll probably try to get Angus Porter out, who is now in the office, but was training at Pro, very good golfer. So he'll more than likely be on Richo's team. I'm going to get dusted because Angus is a good golfer. So yes, if we do Carbrook again, then we would definitely get Angus Porter out. Ethan X Russ, Eth X and Russ has asked the same question again. Northeast Melbourne. I've only played 3 or 4 courses in Melbourne, so there's only Yarra Bend, Medway, Spring Valley, Albert Park. So I've played Albert Park. There you go. The elephants are starting to scream. They're the 4. Yes, that'll be about them. So they're the only golf course, and Shepparton, but they're about the only golf courses I've sort of played. So yeah, not enough. We really need to get out and play so much more. Like, for somebody who's a golf pro, I haven't played many courses. Like, I've practically played everything in Queensland, Southeast Queensland. There's not too many I haven't, but need to get out of there. Need to get so many more golf courses. And they're all brilliant country tracks and even more expensive tracks as well. Would you can reconsider running a golf day? Yes, definitely, David. And more than likely towards the end of the year, like we did last year, we might just do a meetup, but not so much a golf day, just sort of let's turn up and have a little bit of a hit somewhere. Like, I more than likely will do that. But a golf day, we'll do it. It's just trying to get people together, right? So most, I've got the back end of the week where I work. So if there's any days, it would have to be Monday, Tuesday. Sunday's family day. Monday potentially, Tuesday maybe. So Tuesday's almost no. Monday's about the only day that I could potentially do, sort of to Rich as well. But that's the days we film. So as long as we get ahead, then more than happy to. But yes, the answer is yes. But stay tuned for on Facebook, Instagram, and everything like that. We'll put a post out if we do a gathering, just to get together. So a couple of years ago, we actually did a movie night, maybe one of the first years, and we ended up seeing Force Awakens. So we paid for everybody to come to the movies. So we had, I think, 10 or 12 people. So that was pretty good. Oh, Peter Pan, how are you? Puss, how are you? Carl H. G'day from England. Hope good evening. Hope not planning to quit the vlogs. Been enjoying golf and other side of the planet, almost like the other side of the planet. Perfect. I don't think I'll quit the vlogs. Look, time is, it's hard for time, right? I'm probably working about the same amount of hours, but I feel more responsibility where I'm at because I'm enjoying it more than other places that I have been in retail stores. So yeah, I sort of give some more hours than I really need to. So I enjoy what I'm doing. So more time to do this stuff would be brilliant. In a perfect world, if this was full time, then that'd be great, but that's not going to be the case. Yeah, it'd be nice to do this full time, but it's just too difficult. It's too difficult. So, but in saying that, I would like to do more stuff. And Richo's not far from Golf Central, so we just need to organise it. But of course, family, they're upstairs. I really should get out there and I really should get up and help the wife put the kids to bed. But Peter Pan, what's going on? Puss, what does that mean? P-U-S-S? Thanks. When's Big Tammy Tide making another cameo? Yeah, the boys. Lanky Schnitzel. If you're watching, Tammy Tide, if you're still watching, when are you coming out next? I think we've put you in for Noosa Springs. You're definitely going to be in for Noosa Springs. All right, mate? I think we've already organised that. It's just when we do that, then you're in. Potentially Rural Pines, instead of just being Richo and I, if we can get down there again and get a 4, then that'd be good. But it's like a 5:30 tee off, so it's bright and early. Sun comes up, get out there because it's always so busy, especially the week thereof of the PGA. So we'll try to organise that. But Tammy Tide, if you're not watching, that's all good. But no, Tammy's going to be back. Still working, mate. Yes, Aaron Kish. As you can see, I got home and I pretty much jumped straight on here. So yes, guys, I'm going to probably take off soon because it's getting to about 9 o'clock, I would imagine. Yep, 9 o'clock. What are pending new equipment releases are you most excited about? The new Callaway stuff sounds exciting. As always, like, you know what I mean, new drivers are always exciting. I think the new TaylorMade sound interesting as well. So they're two big driver companies and metalwood companies. They're very, very difficult to sort of go past. I don't know if TaylorMade are going to be doing a new golf ball. Not too sure. So I mean, the new TB5, new TB5X, and I know it's not new, it's nearly a year old. They're definitely better than the previous ones. They don't spin quite as low, which is great, because the previous ones to me spun way too low. Way too low. So, yeah, the very, very, very good balls. So the Mizuno balls, you would have seen them. They split. That sucks because they're a great ball. It's disappointing that they split, but the cover's so soft. I just think for a premium ball at $70 in Australia, it's very difficult to sort of compete with a Pro V1 that I haven't seen split forever and last quite a while. So that's the hard part. That's a difficult part. Woden, yeah. So look, plenty, Woden. There's plenty of good stuff coming. Do you have any new information on equipment that you could share? Can't really share. Woden's got the new driving lights. So Cobra's got new stuff coming. Woods, Callaway's got new stuff coming. TaylorMade's got new stuff coming. I think that's the big ones at the moment. I've seen the Cobra stuff. Looks interesting. Cobra always intrigued me because especially the way they sort of market their stuff. They sort of say that they've got a nice blend between ball speed and spin and forgiveness. I think Ping's doing a really good job for that. I think LS Tech in the 410's very difficult to go past. I'm mucking around with a few different drivers lately. I don't own, well, my Strixon driver my brother-in-law's got. So for me, I enjoy mucking around with different drivers. I think the Ping I will get, that's not mine, it's actually the Ping Reps, and he will get it back at some stage. Jared Sterling, who's been on the channel, who's down in Melbourne, I think, he's using it, loves it. So it's very, very difficult to go past. Had a friend, Ryan Reed, he just, G400, he just got it 410 and can't believe how good it is. Everything's good, right? It all depends on what you want. That's why you need to get fit. If you spin it too much, maybe you need a lower spinning model. The negative with going a lower spinning model is you could often get less forgiving if you strike it all over the face and carry on more. That's where you need to stuff around with a lot of different shafts, but mainly see how you load that golf club. So, yeah, you need to see how you load that golf club. What do we got? We'll go back here. There, but the Wilson driving iron Woden is very interesting. I'm potentially going to get a new set of irons. I don't know. Again, I don't play enough. For me, I get the blades are good. The MP18 blades are great. Very, very, very hard to go past. Any more course vlogs coming up with Jimmy? Probably in a few more. Just finished the newest ones. The most enjoyable course vlogs are around, bar none. Thank you very much. Was that, sorry, Andy or Matt? Thank you, Matt. When Jimmy's out, it turns a little bit more loose than maybe other ones. But I know Jimmy's doing his traineeship assessment rounds. I know right now as we speak, he would have passed the sort of playing. I think he's got an interview tomorrow. I could have a look, but he's actually I will have a look. I don't know. I won't be able to have a look. No, I won't be able to have a look. But that's okay. Jimmy's got his interview very, very soon, so potentially wish him luck. Wish him luck for Jimmy to get into his traineeship, because I believe he has a place to start. And when he goes there, we will do a vlog from there. So that's very, very good. It's very, very good. What do we got here? Oliver Cranny. Is it Cranny? When are you guys coming over to WA? Well, Oliver, when we can pay for it, because, mate, we want to get out there. There's a handful of courses we want to play, and I really want to play Kalgoorlie. I don't know how well we'll be able to get out there. That's all sort of go ahead, but I know it's a bit of a flight out, or a bit of a drive. But yes, we want to do Kalgoorlie. We want to hook up with Alex Etches, and mate, we just want to get over. And this is every other state too. It's not just WA. It's not just Victoria. We want to literally get everywhere around Australia. Full-time work for me, full-time work for Richo, 27 kids for Richo, and 2 for me. It's not the easiest. Not the easiest. So, but we will. I know time is always a big issue from Carl H. But have you considered teaming up with a golf travel agency like other YouTubers? Yes and no. To me, we're not big enough to offer people exposure like Jack Oliver, like, again, Mark from Jack Oliver. Again, thank you. In Australia, Mark from Jack Oliver. We're doing every little bit we can to try to promote golf, right? So this video might get 1,000 views, maybe not quite that many. Course vlogs usually get over 1,000, and it accumulates, and it continues to accumulate. I don't feel we're big enough. But see, also, I don't want to sell out. I keep saying about selling out, and it sucks because I know if every time a video started, we go, "G'day guys, if you haven't subscribed, push subscribe, push the bell button, get the notification, and don't forget to smash that like button." We do that as a piss take. So Richo had done that as a piss take, right? And I put it in because it's a piss take. YouTube wants you to do that, right? And I don't feel comfortable doing that, because the way I look at it, and I know Richo is in the same boat, if you wish to watch it, then you watch it. If you wish to subscribe, you will subscribe. If you wish to click the bell, you will. And the like, you will do that, if you wish to do that. Don't be wrong, the more subscribers, the better it is for us, and then gives the opportunity for us to do a lot more as well. The more views, of course, we get a little bit more revenue, and then of course we can do more stuff. So yes, it all goes hand in hand, but I don't want to ask for it. The guys, Jack Oliver, Asher Golf, the companies that allow us to pre-release stuff, we can't thank them enough. It's that simple. We can't thank them enough. They don't have to give us the time of day, but I'm glad that they do. Okay, and I know guys like Alex Etches in Australia do better for reviews and stuff because of the way they're aligned with the companies. Now, I could do the same thing, but I don't feel comfortable asking. And I know Richo is in a similar boat because, again, we're just 2 ordinary blokes with a YouTube channel who enjoy playing golf, showing off golf, and I enjoy giving my information and knowledge to you guys about golf and golf clubs, basically. So, yeah, I don't quite feel comfortable in asking. Thank you, though, Carl. Look, I would like to, because of course, if we could be the travel agency, well, that's a massive part of a potential sponsorship, or at least a partnership, or something that maybe we could at least get to these places to do some vlogs. So yes, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Jackson Free, got any names of the new stuff? No, I don't. Sorry, mate. But if you wish to search some stuff online about the Callaway, you'll see some names pop up. So definitely do that if you wish. I haven't seen any of the new TaylorMade stuff out online yet, which I think is brilliant on their behalf. Cobra, I haven't seen anything online either of their stuff. So, but I haven't looked just because I've seen, so I don't need to necessarily look. But guys, you can go search it and you can let me know. Let me know in the comments if you wish. Aaron, get me the LS Tech fairway wood to try it for a week. Aaron, at work, I have the fairway wood, just don't have a shaft. Just don't have a shaft that's sort of, yeah, that's going to suit you, mate. But look, we'll try. I'll try to talk to the rep and see if we can't get something for you, because yeah, the ping stuff is so hard to go past. It's easily in there in the top stuff. It all depends on dollars. I know stuff's going cheap at the moment from TaylorMade point of view, because of course new stuff's coming start of next year. Technology changes. How much though? Once you see the testing, you will see the new stuff is very, very good from Callaway, from TaylorMade, from Cobra as well. Like I said, Cobra always intrigues me, and I have used Cobra stuff and I do enjoy it. I feel like the Callaway stuff for me seems to come off the face the fastest still to this day, and it always has been for me. I just don't seem to get along with it, maybe as well as some others. But again, I need to use it for a little bit more. Carl H, thank you for being honest. Look, mate, that's all we ever do. 2OB, yeah, boys. Thanks, Steve Don, again for that name. It's a fantastic name. And like I said, 2OB is not going to be just golf related, and golf related might be this much. It's just life, right? Yeah, look, and it comes down to honesty. Like the whole point of all this. Like again, I wouldn't be wearing those shoes. I wouldn't be wearing these every day if I didn't like them. Like it's that simple, right? If I didn't like that, I would say, actually no, I wouldn't say it's shit. Why? Because I have respect for the brand and these other companies. I just wouldn't wear them, and I just wouldn't put a review out, or at least put anything. Yeah, I probably wouldn't put anything out. I mean, why? Because people do like these shoes, even if I don't. As the chocolates here, I could say that these chocolates are amazing, and then somebody else could go out there and say that they're horrible. So I will give my opinion, Rich will give his opinion. Generally, when it comes down to things that we like or things that we enjoy, or like I said, even though the guys sent these to us, I still wear them, and I wear them because they're comfortable. Like I paid for my Echoes, and I spent enough money on those Echoes. They're still pretty much brand new. They're sitting around and they're not being worn. Why? Because these are, in my opinion, better feeling on my feet than what they are. Doesn't mean the Echoes aren't good. It just means that these, to me, feel better. So that's where it is. And that's where those bad boys, they're going to cop an absolute flogging. So, yes, very, very good. I've got some more here. We've got 18 people watching, 21 thumbs up. How many more can we get? David Miller, you're going to make me blush. I can see where it's going. Having met you, I really enjoyed watching you because you're a good bloke. Pretty sure that's why we all watch, and companies provide products for the reviews. Keep up the good work, boys. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I sort of hope, and that's all real life. Then I would hope that this is what I am like. At work, there's plenty of people that sort of come in and recognize me and say g'day and all that sort of stuff. And as much as I love it, don't get me wrong, it's lovely to be noticed. But I had a work colleague who said to me when Josh, I'm pretty sure it was Josh who said g'day to me. She goes, "I've never seen you blush." Like, and my ears were going red, and I like I said, for me, because I did stutter and I do stutter and I find this a little uncomfortable. It is slightly uncomfortable for people to recognize you and think that you're anything other than what I am, right? So me and Richard, like I said, two ordinary blokes, just normal, just as normal as it gets. It'd be like having David, you on the other side of the camera, or Woden on the other side of the camera, you in my position, and me coming up to you. You are just normal people. You guys are just normal people, as am I. I just have a bit more of expertise in this field, and Richo loves the game, and we gel together quite well. And I've known Richo for 10, 15 years. So, well, for at least 10 years. But anyway, that's the whole point. We just gel, and then golf is the conduit, and As long as we're bringing information, guys, then that's all I care about. That's all we care about. So thank you very, very much, David, for the very, very kind words. Matt, review on the Garmin G8 with the launch monitor would be great. Well, I see my Golf Spy just done something just recently about the cheaper launch monitors. So I wanted to do some stuff, but again, the TXG boys done some stuff with the wet wedges, and so did others. I wanted to do that, just sort of the time and to do it, and I don't want to do anything without Richo. Apart from this is probably as far as I'm going to go, and maybe a course vlog, but every test, I think that's what makes this a little bit unique, is that pretty much every review or driver or iron or wedge, it's always Richo there, or at least another mid-ish handicapper there as well. So I think that's a nice thing that we do. So myself, who's a pro, who's a decent golfer, as well as a mid-handicapper, two different opinions. Our opinions don't always line up, Richo and I, which I think is a brilliant thing as well. So I enjoy our format, and I hope you guys do too. But yes, would love to do that. Carl H, so true, David, agree with David Miller. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. It's been nearly an hour. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Thank you, everybody who subscribes. Thank you, everybody who likes. Thank you, everybody who comments. The big thing for us, love comments. The more comments, the better. The more questions, the better. Thank you for all the questions now. The more opportunities everybody can get, or the more opportunities that you guys can give us, and that's through subscriptions and through likes, the better. But I'm not going to ask for it. And in saying that, when McLeod comes out, another piss take, the first three parts, we did say, if you haven't already subscribed. If you haven't already liked, by the third part or fourth part, so a few holes in, we basically went, this is just a piss take. I can't keep doing it. It feels so wrong. Like it. Again, I don't want to say it's a silly, but I feel so wrong, because if you guys want to watch it, and anybody who isn't subscribed, if you want to subscribe. No one's going to make you do it. If you want to like it. If you want to comment, great. We love questions. We love interacting with you guys, and that's what it's all about, guys. Without you, we are literally two people, two ordinary blokes, two OB, staring into that, going out into the ether to nobody. So the channel is not ours, it's yours. So the more questions and the more interactions we have with you guys, the better and better it is. So thank you very much. Nick Ted, hi from Spain. I just started watching your channel. It's great. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you for finding us. It's nice to get out there, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's nice for people to see us, and I hope you enjoy what we're doing, especially since there's not really many in Australia doing it. So Matt Weasling, have you tested those shoes in the wet? Look like, sorry, looking to get some, but got held up to the UK. All right, so Matt, I will show you. Yeah. All right, so that's the one I've been wearing for like 9 months or thereabouts. I've worn them pretty much every day for 9 months, especially every day at work and playing golf. So what I enjoy about this is that. So hopefully you can see that. That is stitched all the way into the sole right here. That goes all the way around. So it's this section of the shoe. This section of the shoe all the way down here to the back is one part of the shoe. And then the saddle with the laces is an extra bit. So the whole shoe is enclosed. I've been in water up to here, all the way up to here, up to the shoelaces. Nothing got in. All right. So I can only go by this one. The stuff that the guys just sent me just now, which I've just opened. True Linkswear, there you go. OG number 10. Slightly better color, but much better color. Lovely shoe. I would imagine they're exactly the same. So, yep, same idea. I would imagine that they are just as waterproof as them, which I have been in a lot of water. So, I would recommend, based on that, getting the OGs or this one, but something along those lines. Now, Richo does have the Linksole knit. They aren't waterproof. Very, very light. He loves them. The issue is any dew can get in there. So just watch out for that. But the OG Premium, I have no questions in my mind that I'll recommend or endorse that, just because that has been through the wars and not been wet. So there we go, mate. Get them, Matt, or at least check them out. I'm going to get a next pair. Look, Steve, I hope only if you've looked at them, get them. Don't necessarily get them because I've said so. But as you've seen in every vlog, or pretty much every vlog for the last 6, 8, 9 months, I've worn those shoes, and again I wear them every day at work. So they're my work shoes. They've copped an absolute abuse and they're still going. So, but I'm going to give those 10 years ago. So there you go. Thanks guys. Thanks to guys at Jack Oliver. Thank you Mark. Thank you everybody who watches. It's been an hour. I'm going to go up. I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to do it all again tomorrow. Thank you guys. What are we? It's only 9:15. I could talk for another 2 hours. But no, seriously guys, thanks to everybody who's watching. Is the live feed. We'll do this a little bit more often. So if you do or have subscribed and you do click the bell, then you will see a notification pop up for this. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys in a live format. So I was actually considering, and I don't think it's been done yet, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to try to work it out. I'm pretty sure the video camera we use, the HFG30, has Wi-Fi capability. I believe Joe Rogan used it or uses it for when he did his live podcast. There potentially will be a way to do a live course vlog with that camera. I was thinking about it the other day, so I'm going to look into it, but that might be interesting. So you never know, you might see a live course vlog pop up at some stage. It might be 1 or 2 holes, but we'll try to do it. We'll try to do it just because it's going to be something different. And that's what we try to do. We try to do something different, even though we're doing a similar format to what a lot of guys are doing. Yeah, we're just trying to keep it real. That's why I keep doing the flight scope stuff and the drone stuff and flyovers of each hole. It turned from a bit of fun into something more educational. So it's still fun, but hopefully people start utilizing our videos to see a golf course which I haven't seen before. Go to a golf course that haven't been there before, support a local club that they haven't been before, and at least see the golf course before they play it. So, guys, again, support. Cannot thank everybody on the other side of the camera enough for their support. So, sorry, Steve Dunn, they look great. Have seen you wearing them and thinking about it for a while. Live is great. No, thanks, Steve. Look, I enjoy the live stuff because, and I know Richard does too, because we can literally communicate in real time, and that's as close as we can, I suppose, get in the same room together at this stage. But again, stay tuned. Maybe towards the end of the year, December potentially, we'll get a day together at some stage. Just come out and have a hit, whether it be Capera, Redcliffe, Wynnum, something like that. We'll, somewhere sort of central-ish to Brisbane. And we'll just go from there. We'll just get out, a few different groups, have a bit of a hit, and just talk shit, basically. Just enjoy each other's company, maybe have a drink afterwards, and then go from there. So, guys, thanks again. Thank you to 23 likes. Thank you for up to 25 people who are live at once. Chris Broadbent, I'll see you soon, mate. Look, if I could do this all day, every day, live, I'd love to have people follow me around, and Richelle as well. So, because again, it just shows who we are. Again, some people think it's bullshit that we are not this on camera, that we are not this off camera, but this is me. I'm a nerd. I am pretty much what you see on camera is what you get. So there you go. Because I've got 1 minute to go, 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. So at 1 hour and 1 hour 5 minutes, I'm going to hop off. So any questions quickly in that time, I'll answer them rapid fire. But if not, I'm going to shut it down at 1 hour and 5 minutes. So, but anyway, thanks guys. Like, share, subscribe if you wish. And again, we'll see you on another live video at some other stage. Stay tuned for some more videos. And I think maybe a live video once a fortnight at least is probably going to be on the cards. Whether it be just with myself, I don't like that. So we'll get Richo out at some stage and we'll do that. But again, stay tuned for the podcast I've been talking about for a little bit. We're looking at hiring a studio, banging out a couple of podcasts, and just getting it out there. But like I said, we need to film it as well. So there's a little bit of work, but Kieran, look, luckily to surround ourselves with people who are good in certain parts of the world. Richel saved me life if I'm dying. Kieran's a great photographer and loves a whole lot of sort of technical stuff from photography and videography, editing as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of people in our reach that can certainly help us out. And that goes for you guys as well. So that's an hour and 5 minutes, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I better go up and say goodnight to the kids. Love you all. And that's no bullshit. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the love. Cheers, guys. We will see you next time.